Welcome to the court. This is Acker at basketball.
So, what do we got for this? Oh, wait!
Nothing.
There's none again. So, enjoy the break once again for all the Royals there. And we'll move into Stetson.
Yes.
3-7 coming into this week. Lost all 3 games they played against, all winnable games here. The Robert Morris one guy, they got away from him a little bit.
Right.
But, so 70-68 loss against Southern Utah. Then also a 80-62 loss to Robert Morris. Jake Johnson had a great game, but Ethan Copeland had 2 great games in a row in the Urban Bennett Invitational. Ended up making the Invitational team.
Yeah.
So great for him there. Then ended up heading into Phoenix. Lost 67-45 to Grand Canyon. Really defensive first half. But kind of the key trend heading into this week is I'm wondering if they have maybe I'm going to give them a little cut slack here on it because they were playing 3 road games very far away from home.
Yep.
But is conditioning the issue is
Right.
my question, and here's why. They're up 54-49 against Southern Utah with 11:18 to go. Then down 55-54, 9:23 it left.
Yeah.
Next bucket was at 8:58 to put them up 1. Then went up, as I mentioned, just 1, 62-61 here. Then, they ended up going scoreless for 3 minutes and 3 seconds straight. Brought it to within 3 with minute 36 to go. Head coach Johnny Jones. Here's another thing too. This game could have been an easy win. Head coach Johnny Jones drew up a great slob for Jamie Phillips Jr. He went up, drew contact, or attempted to draw contact. It's just the Thunderbirds played great non-foul defense. Pretty much any other game that's going to be an and one,
Right.
and you're going to get the opportunity to tie the game up.
Yep.
Unfortunately, it didn't happen in this one. But against Robert Morris, kind of the same thing happened again. They were down 17 minutes, or down by 17, go on a charge to make it 12-point deficit at 9:42 in the game, but then go scoreless for 3 minutes and 24 seconds straight. That leads to an 18-point deficit. Then, they also ended up having, after that, 2 minutes and 24 seconds and 2 minutes and a second going scoreless once again. So,
Right.
And that's all after the 10-minute mark with 10 to go. Against GCU, much tighter once again. They were up 32-31 in a back-and-forth game. Then they go scoreless for 2 minutes and 34 seconds. They're down 2, but then go scoreless another minute and 39 seconds, down 7.
Oof.
Had 2 minutes and 22 seconds scoreless again. Only down 8, though, but then another 2:38. Again, not scoring at all. Game, they ended up going down 22 at that point. As I said, the saving grace is that they were playing on the road all 3 of these games, but I'm wondering, it seemed to be right at that 10-minute mark, and that was just an eye test thing that we noticed, and then I went and looked and found all of these stats here to support that eye test. That's a real concern for me heading forward here.
Yep. Yeah, it seems like they've lost a bit of identity on the offensive end. Play-making identity. Maybe it's where Calvin Sermons has played less recently. I think he missed one game entirely. I forget which game it was. And Morgan as well, not on the court a lot. So there's 2 of their playmaking guys that can really create mismatches off the bounce to find their shooters. It seems like that part of their offensive game is missing a little bit.
Well, Sermons look a little tentative in the Southern Utah game, and I think that's maybe why he didn't really get a chance against the Colonials.
Yeah.
But moving forward here, so on December 6th, they're going to be playing at South Carolina, who's 5-3 currently. With this game here, what do you see as maybe the main challenges?
Same. Can they find that offensive identity? That's to me is a key thing. Again, I don't know that they're going to win this game, but can they do that? I don't. They're not clicking right now, so I don't feel comfortable saying they're going to find it. But to me, they've got to find it. That's the gut check for them, is how do we find what we are offensively. I like where Colin Cool is going offensively.
Yes.
He's really finding a role for himself inside. He's really a tough mismatch inside.
I think he's been over 10 in the last 2 games at least.
Right,
for,
but we
for
have,
them.
But we have to create from the outside. Their 3-point shooting is, and I think their pace is just slowed down a bit too.
Well, you talk about the 3-point shooting. So South Carolina is great at it.
Yeah.
They hold teams to under 30. Although in 3 or 4 of the games where opponents have shot 30 or better against them,
Right.
they've lost.
No kidding.
Yep.
Ooh.
Yep.
Nice grab there.
Thanks.
I like it.
Thanks. Stetson has found the ball from deep in Howard and against VMI.
Oh.
But now they've lost it again.
Right.
They're under 30 in the past 3 games that they've played.
Right. That's what I'm saying. With a guard play, you're not creating that.
Maybe not as long of a distance for this one. So perhaps that 3 ball returns.
Right.
But I mean, you need the 3 ball. We saw West Georgia didn't pull off the win, but we saw the game plan difference when West Georgia went and played Power 5 teams
Yeah.
versus when they played
Yes.
mid-major teams.
Right.
They put a lot more emphasis on getting 3s early, and then as soon as the 3 kind of followed away, that's when West Georgia kind of fell out of the game a little bit.
Right.
You need a 3 ball in order to beat a Power 5 team.
Yep.
With Stetson kind of having lost that as of late, I got to give this one to South Carolina.
Same.
But same thing. I hope they're able to rebound, get a 4 and 7 going into, this next upcoming week here.
Exactly right. Well said.
Thanks.
Nice research there.
Thanks. What do you got?
As usual.
Do you
I have a loss.
You have a loss as well.
Same
Okay.
thing. Same. I think we're in the same theme. You explained it way better than I did, with good details behind it.
That's okay.
I just said they're not going to win. No.